Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist. In this video, I'm going to explain how to use a pump-action shotgun in less than 5 minutes. Here I have a Mossberg 500. Most pump-action shotguns pretty much work in a similar manner. Manual of arms is rather similar except for a few details. Maybe in a Mossberg Maverick 88, the safety is going to be, instead of the tank position, is going to be on the trigger guard. On a Remington 870, the slide release is going to be in this position instead. But the manual of arms for most pump-action shotguns is rather similar. First of all, safety. All guns are considered loaded all the time. You always keep your finger off the trigger guard until ready to shoot. You keep the barrel pointed in a safe direction, and you're always certain of your target and what's behind it. First of all, let's make sure the gun is indeed unloaded. We open the action, and indeed we see that the chamber, nothing there. Tubular magazine, which is this tube where the shells, where the ammunition goes. We don't see anything. So indeed the gun is unloaded. We have 4 controls here. We have the trigger, which only works in single action. It just releases the hammer that is by now already cocked. If I pull the trigger, it shoots. And then the second control we have is the slide. It's used to pump the gun. When you pull it back, it's going to be cocking the hammer again. It's going to be ejecting any shell that I have in the chamber. It's going to be preparing the shell so as to go into the chamber. Once we move it in the forward position like that, now the gun would be ready to shoot again. Then we have the safety in this position. You see red, it's ready to shoot. Like that, it's safety on. And you have the slide release. When the gun is already loaded and the action has been worked and the hammer has been pulled back and it's ready to fire, if you want to work the action again, you cannot pump it again because the gun is ready to fire. You have a loaded gun, there's a round in the chamber, and you have to pull the trigger for it to be able to fire, and you pump it again. Now, if you pump the gun once you see that the slide release is engaged and you have to push it, press it down so as to release the mechanism, and now you can work the pump freely without having to fire the gun. That may be handy on certain occasions in which you're handling the firearm. All right, so as to use a gun, rather simple, keeping it pointed in a safe direction. You can engage the safety so as to be on the safe side. And in different guns you may have like a window here in the Remington 870, there's a piece, but you just press it down and you push the shells into the magazine. And once you fully load it, it will depend 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds, give or take. It's going to be depending on how long that tube is, of course. Once you have that loaded, you just work the action and you have the gun ready to go. What I did just there is you eject it and you load another round. Eject, and that's basically what you end up doing. Another way in which you can load the gun safely is with the safety engaged. You open the action, you drop a shell right there, you close it, and then you finish loading the tubular magazine. How you actually use a gun, pretty simple. You disengage the safety, now the gun is ready to fire. Right after shooting, you work the action, you work the pump so as to load another round right after shooting. So it's going to be sounding a little bit like this. Right? And basically that's how you use a pump action shotgun. Now there's also a common question regarding what I do if I have this gun loaded and I just don't want to be using it. Well, the safest way so as to unload the gun is put the safety on, remove the shells from the magazine, and that is achieved by depressing this stop there that's keeping the shells within the magazine. You press on that and you're going to be removing each round. So you remove every round from the magazine that way, and the one that is still in the chamber, you just press on the slide release and you pull back on the slide, you work the pump and you remove the one that you had in the chamber. Now the gun is fully unloaded, and basically that's it, guys. Remember that if you're interested in my take on survival and preparedness, there's my books available in Amazon, Street Survival Skills and the Modern Survival Manual, Surviving the Economic Collapse, both available in Amazon, following the links below. Have a great day. See you on our next video.